Why? I was going to say we're back, but we just started, so we're not back. But we're here. Me and Jay together at last, again, for the very first time. I'm so bad at
Hi.
intros.
Oh, that's part of the fun.
That's part of the fun is one stupid thing isn't going to stay this time. Uh,
Uh,
Hi, I'm playing Dyson Sphere Program, a game that is, I was going to say very near and dear to my heart, but it's not really. It's too new for that. But it's very good. We're going to start a new game, but first, you know what? I just realized I got to connect OBS up with Twitch here. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Oh, no, you do not need an
yeah.
update. No, no, no. Okay, there we go. So yeah,
And I need a side stream.
oh, you can tell we're professionals. We've done this hundreds of times. All right. So this is Dyson Sphere Program. It is a very good game. At least I think so. It is kind of in the same vein as Factorio or Satisfactory in that you are building a factory. But we're not just doing it on one planet. No, we are doing it on many planets across many solar systems because we are ultimately building a Dyson sphere like this one here on the menu screen. See those little blue dots coming out of that little planet right there? You can't even see it because they're so far away. They're just coming out and they're making a Dyson sphere. They're covering up the entire sun to harvest its energy. Why? Well, let's find out. Ooh. Is it?
I suppose for the totally uninitiated, you would have to explain what a Dyson sphere is in
Oh
concept.
yeah, okay. So a Dyson sphere. So it's basically a bunch of solar panels that totally encompass a star. So, we get you get a little bit of power here on Earth out of solar panels, but, they're a long ways away from the sun. They're being, diluted by the atmosphere. What you really want to do is put them, like, right next to the star, and then, like, harvest that energy via, like, microwaves or whatever. So, what we saw on the menu screen there was a partial Dyson sphere. It's got, let me just go back here. You can see these solar panels here. Everything else is just like the superstructure. Oh, hey, it changed. Cool. Thank you, game. It knew I was talking about it. It was like, here, let me show you. These little dots here are a Dyson Swarm, which are little tiny satellites that are just like solar panels. They'll beam their energy out via microwaves, and we can collect it elsewhere. And then here's the main Dyson sphere, the superstructure with all the solar panels on it. So the goal eventually is to completely ensconce a star in solar panels. That would be a full proper Dyson sphere. And we're going to find out why we need to build one right after we generate a star cluster. And I actually need to change something real quick. I just remembered. Gameplay. I want to make it so that we don't run. So there are two types of ways to do this. Like Factorio has limited resources, where you have to eventually mine out an area and then move on to something else, which works because the game world is infinite. Satisfactory on the other hand does it with infinite resources because it's a finite game world. So you don't want to have to eventually run out. This game is kind of a little bit of both. Each planet is finite. There are a lot of planets, but they are, finite. Oh, hi, Specs. And so I think there's an option here somewhere to make the resources, if not infinite, then basically, essentially infinite, like a billion instead of like hundreds of thousands. I don't see it here. It might be able to do it later on when I like select a difficulty or something. But yeah, whatever. Let's just do this. Oh, I saw it. I saw it just there. Nope, 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 nope. Good game.
Oh, what?
The resource modifier.
Uh,
Infinite. There it is. Okay.
aha.
Haha. Yes. So we're in a little ship heading to a star system.
Welcome to
Hello.
the actual universe.
Wow.
You may find it's different from our homeland. should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time. I am your advisor and will help you through this mission.
That might be a bit quiet, but I can give a rundown later. Soon this will all be ours.
Everything here is yours.
Oh.
As one of Cosmo and the pioneer of the Dyson Sphere program, you will explore this cluster step by step. By using the resources here to construct the Dyson Sphere to provide energy for the center brain to maintain homeland, starting from scratch. I have chosen a designated planet for you to start the mission, which has necessary resources for initial development. Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
Oh, you have to do this manually. I don't think you did this manually before. So this is, it's getting a lot of updates, and I haven't played it in a while, so a lot of this might be new to me. This is our starting planet.
Now you are about to reach the designated planet.
It's the planet from Spore.
They all are, basically, yeah. Yes, we chose the spot with the best dramatic lighting. It's us.
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha with powerful functionality. You can use the arrow keys or right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles.
Miracles from mistakes.
You can use the same operation to collect resources, such as trees, gravel, etc. In the meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands.
This
Try to recycle
this
the
helper
space
robot
capsule. Right-click on it to recycle.
is very corporate.
I thought you were going to say poorly translated.
That too, but like, it's like you could use this to create miracles.
Miracles. This thing is going to break eventually, right? There we go.
Yes.
You receive several items after recycling the space capsule. Click the inventory button in the lower right corner of the screen to open the cabin to view them.
Oh, is it not? Oh, it's E. Okay. We have stuff. So, funnily enough, our little mecha runs on fuel, and you can see it down there. I have 68.5 megajoules left, and it slowly recharges. But for the most part, we're going to have to, like,
You can
harvest
hold down
stuff.
Mouse middle button drag to rotate the angle of view, or slide the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
So I can just toss wood into the reactor, and I could if I had the window open.
Yet you have not unlocked the construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research. Click the technology tree button at the bottom right of the screen to open the technology tree and activate a research.
So this game is made by a Hong Kong studio.
It's endearing.
Endearing. So it's a little janky. So yeah, here's our research. Well, this actually looks kind of different since when I last did it. Electromagnetism. We need 10 spicy donuts, but it's okay because we already have some. I think so, anyway. Or at least we'll have to build them. We have the stuff for it. So that requires magnets, regular donuts, and copper ingots, I think. It's been actually quite a few months since I've done this, so I'm going to be a little slow here. So here's where we can build stuff. We can build our spicy donuts here.
Spicy donuts.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh, it's already it's automatically researching because I already set it up to do that. Well, that'll give us some basic power and some mining.
You have created a mining machine to achieve ore collecting automation. Pick it up from the inventory, or select it on Gathering of Construction menu to build it.
Oh, it just gave me one. That's cool. So this is a wind generator, our basic starting power. Just plop it right here. My little drone comes out and builds it for
Wind
me.
turbine. You have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities has its power supply area. Use the Tesla Tower to extend the area of the power grid.
And Tesla towers are basically our power lines. And it gave me a miner. Wow. Oh, I gotta remember the controls.
Use the R key to rotate the mining machine for covering more veins. The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the Shift key. You have done building the first power transmission facility, Tesla
I've
Tower.
done building for great
It can
justice.
carry out short-distance wireless power transmission and expand the power supply area of the power grid. Click on it to view the current power grid information.
So we're generating enough for like 4 more of these, and that just went way down just there. Oh wait, oh no, I got that backwards. Excuse me. So this wasn't quite enough to fully power that. It was only 74 whatever percent satisfaction, which meant it was running at 74% speed. I think you need at least 50% for it to run at all, otherwise it'll just shut down. And now that it's full, you can see it's full of iron ore here. It's shut down. Has a little bit of a standby power, but yes. What's next? You can actually just grab the stuff in here and smelt it ourselves within our mecha. That takes power, which we need wood for. Breaking down that the ship we came on gave us 3 hydrogen fuel rods, but those won't last us too long. So for the moment, we'll be subsisting entirely on wood and plant fuel. And let's see if I can remember how to do this here. Want another one of these? 2 at a time? Okay. Oh, that's how many I can build. Right. I'm so embarrassingly, behind on this now.
It's all good.
But yeah, I think this is going to be kind of a chill stream since we're not going to get very far, I'm going to be honest. I've got 51 hours clocked in this game, and that's pretty far, but I mean, it could be farther. So I don't think we're going to get too far in 3 hours, but we'll get as far as we can and stress it too much.
Chill is good.
Chill is good.
One of your production facilities is not powered. You need to keep it within the power coverage area and supply it with power facilities in order to maintain its normal works.
So what you're telling me is I need more spicy donuts. So just like Factorio or Satisfactory, our first order of duty, our first job is going to be getting basic supplies like iron and copper mines, and then start making things out of them. Is it still? Oh, it's still working. Okay. We can set up some automatic metallurgy, but actually no, what we need to do is, well, we need both ideally, and I'll have to do one after the other. So So these need to be spread out, otherwise they'll interfere with each other's operation. In fact, you know what? I'll just build a bunch more. What if I had the parts for it? Oh yeah, I said I was gonna talk about the background on this game a bit. The voiceover tutorial didn't talk about it much, but basically we're in a far-off, distant future where all of humanity is basically in a simulation. It's like we've advanced so much that we've basically ensconced ourselves in a virtual world and rely on, you know, automated facilities and whatnot to provide for our physical needs, while we just kind of like live in a paradise of our own making. And so what I'm doing here is I'm also in a virtual world, but I am controlling this robot remotely because we need power to power this massive VR simulation we've got running. So that's my job, is to get enough power to keep us sustainable. Okay, so I need this. Magnets are made from raw iron as opposed to smelted iron. And these will just get automatically pumped into the research queue. Later on, we can do a Factorio style research where we have machines producing the research for us out of parts and then sending them off to labs. You know, I can't stop thinking about that, the Rankin Bass Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies we watched 2 nights ago. Like, I've just been, like, going over in my head about, like, what do I like best about each of the iterations. It's like, okay, well, alright, what's my favorite Samwise Gamgee? Well, it's definitely Peter Jackson's movies, you know. Close second is the Rankin Bass, and then Ralph Bakshi is like way down, somewhere underneath the earth, tunneled miles below our feet. And then it's like, well, man, yeah, but I really like that Gollum from the Rankin Bass movies. He's so adorable. I fucking love it, and I love the orcs too. It's making me think like Peter Jackson's version of the orcs as like these twisted green things is like kind of indicative of the time, I guess. I don't know. I like the doofy orcs in that. They got 2 throats. Why do they have 2 throats? It's like, it's cool. It's weird. They're just like big mouths. Oh yeah, we're low on power, so yeah, we're gonna need to pump some more wood into the real reactor here. C to open character. I think this is all you use wood for. I'm probably wrong on that. To scream twice. I guess so. Yeah. Oh yeah. After we watched those, Jay, I don't know if you watched it with specs or not, but I went and looked at the the differences or the similarities rather between the Rankin Bass movies and the Peter Jackson trilogy. And I did see that
I
one
meant
deleted
to do
scene.
that.
Yeah, there was that one deleted scene that I guess is in the extended film where Sam and Frodo are in Mordor in orc armor, and the orcs mistake them for orcs, which makes a lot more sense in the Peter Jackson movies because it's like full plate, like face armor. Whereas in the Rankin Bass ones, it's just like, okay, this is obviously two hobbits in like helmets that don't cover their faces at all. These orcs are just idiots.
Well, I mean, yeah, orcs are generally not very intelligent to begin with. So.
Do I need to claim this? Or I know oh, it's complete. Okay, so I'm going to get some belts. And am I crazy, or did Sam use the ring in the books? I mentioned that. He didn't in any of the films. But I swear he did in the book. Like, he had to, like, go invisible to avoid detection while he was rescuing Frodo.
I don't think he ever put it on.
See, that makes more sense. I must be misremembering, because I was thinking, like, well, that's kind of weird, because the whole, like, the ring is so powerful now, and it's so close to Sauron that, like, he would sense it no matter, like, who put it on. So it seems weird that he could use it and, A, not be, like, corrupted by its power, and also not be detected by Sauron. So I must be misremembering. It must be something closer to the Rankin Bass version, where he kind of, like, for like a brief moment, he's like holding the ring, and he's like, you know, I could become Sam the Powerful, and I could remake Sauron into a gentle valley, and I could turn all the orcs into weird little critters and like monkey things instead of orcs. And he's like, no, I'm just a simple Samwise. Oh yeah, I should pay attention to what I'm doing here. I need more ore. I can now build smelter. Seven. It's this early part that's always the hardest. You have to kind of figure out, like, okay, I gotta build everything myself.
In the planet view mode, you can hold down the middle mouse button, drag,
So I
rotate
can.
the angle of view, and hold down the right mouse button, drag to roll the angle of view. Press N key to point to the front to the North Pole.
And then figure out where to put everything. So this is our starting solar system. I swear this is the same. I thought they randomized the planet names, but this is like always the name of the star, Denham Ocab or something. I don't know. But anyway, we always start on a nice little temper planet orbiting a gas giant, because we can eventually harvest the hydrogen from there. Oh, this is different. Oh, cool. And then we'll usually have two planets that are of random type, but which have titanium and silicon on them, because we don't have any titanium or silicon on our starting planet. I'll need 2 more of these. Belts.
You have received the sorter and the conveyor belt, which can achieve full automation now. Use the conveyor belt to transport the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
So since I'll still need ore for a while, I'm going to build a simple storage system.
When putting a conveyor belt, All you need to do is determine the starting point and the end point of it. In addition, use the up arrow key to lift up one level, and use the down arrow key to drop down one level after the conveyor belt is lifted. Press keypad 0 to reset the construction height of the conveyor belt to the ground. If you don't want the conveyor belt to be attached to the building, you can try holding down the shift key. You built a storage, which can be used to store cargo. You can manually store or use the sorter to automatically stock the cargo.
Base power.
The sorter is a transportation connector of cargoes between facilities. It will automatically transport them as long as the supply facility and the receiving facility are bridged.
Again, let me know if the audio is too quiet. I'm not really sure if this guy's talking can even come through at all.
Sounds like it could use a little bit of a boost.
Okay. Right, let's see how that goes. There we go. I think I'll build... Oh, nothing, because I still got a huge queue. Alright, let's set up next research. Basic assembly process. This will let us start constructing stuff automatically. Before that, I need to set up smelters. Am I even gonna put these? Kind of picked a bad spot to start. There's a lot of water here.
In the planet view mode, slide the mouse wheel to enter the star map mode.
I already did that. I can't fly yet. So eventually we'll be able to walk faster, fly to different planets, fly to different solar systems, but right now we're just kind of trudging along. Right, yeah, it doesn't matter if these go slow or not, they're just basic storage. One. So I said a couple of weeks ago, after we watched an episode of Loki, that I had a theory, but I wasn't going to say anything because it could be spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it. But it turns out my theory was wrong, so I guess it's a moot point.
Yeah.
It has been over a week, but I probably shouldn't say anything. Alright, let's take a look at what we actually need to build stuff that we want. Belts, for instance. We need lots of belts. We need 2 iron plates and 1 iron gear. That's simple enough. We smelt that regardless. And then just make a gear. It's easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Question is, how many smelters do we need? That's a question. That's 180 per minute. Let's see if we can work out the math. Me with my dyscalculia here. Just plop one of these bad boys down.
You built a smelter, which can smelt basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper ingots automatically, while you want to make the raw materials and products get in and out of it autonomously. You need to use sorters and conveyor belts.
Doesn't actually say, but if I...
After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe, and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
60, 120, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 3 of these things to fully... Yeah, that should work. Okay. 3 of those, and let's say 6 for over here, just to be easy. I am going to need more, so I'm going to devote this just to plates, but I am going to need some more iron elsewhere to make magnets with. So I could probably just like tie into this. If I go upwards, I can tie into that, and then this can like cross over and go over here. And then eventually, like right now we're kind of making like just a production line, but eventually we're going to want to like kind of go away from that, because we'll get some nice logistics things that will be very nice indeed. So let's make another one of these. Let's make a couple of these.
You have a building without recipe set. Please set the recipe you want. After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe, and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
Well, okay, how does that actually work? Let's see, if I press... Okay, copied. Oh, paste, there it is, okay. That's new, nice. See, that kind of stressed our power a bit. We can fix that. That'll take copper. So once we get this along, let's see, do I already have? Yes, I do. Cool. So I'm actually going to need 2 of these. One to make gears, and one to make belts. So 3 movers. What are these? What are these called, actually? Sorters. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. With 3 of these sorters, that should keep up with these 3. We're not quite working at 60 per minute because we're a little low in power. Reserve this area for... Okay, I guess they can be closer than I thought. I guess that's the, how they auto-connect, rather. I thought they were how close they could be before they start interfering, but you can't even place them if they're too close, so... Okay, I think we're up to 100%. Yeah. So, do we have 2 of these now? Yes, we do. to have these right next to each other. Set this to gears, set this to... Now, I'm not building this very intelligently. Ideally, I'd want to kind of be able to expand this quite a bit, because I'm gonna need this throughout the entire game, because the next level of belts is built from this type of belts, and so on and so forth, up to like 3 levels. But for the time being, this early in the game, I guess it doesn't matter too much, as long as it gets done. Still need to do that. So I thought I built one. I did. The iron plates. There we go. Belts aplenty. This is going a little slower, so the longer... I think these can extend to 3 tiles. And you can see the little box and the crane moving back and forth. So the longer it has to travel, the longer it takes to actually stack something up. So I can just use another one here, since this is 2 tiles away. Now they work in tandem. So we have enough belts. Moving this over here will be no problem. First, we need more smelters. You know, I don't think I ever automated wind turbines in my first game. I just built them as needed, which was kind of a pain in the ass, so maybe I should do that too. But we need spicy donuts for that. Which means we need to tap into another source of iron to get our supply of magnets.
But why spicy donuts?
Well, because we got regular donuts here, and then we got the spicy ones. See, they got a little heft to them.
Ah.
But why donuts, cousin? Why not a knife?
Because they're... Don't know where to go with that one.
There we go.
Did I put that in our movie list? Because I really should if I had.
Oh, I don't think you did. Yeah, you should.
I have the special edition. Oh, I don't know if it's called special edition, but it has like scenes that weren't in the theatrical cut.
Oh, cool. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so I would know the difference.
I was obsessed with that goddamn Kevin Costner movie. Hi, Briscoe. Why are you putting your claws in me? How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, for those who don't know, we're talking about Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, which came out, what, like 91, 92, early 90s?
It's something like that. Yeah.
I don't think it's considered a very good film by today's standards, but it kind of kicked off a little Robin Hood renaissance.
Yeah, it did. And I think it's one of those so bad it's good, or it's classic so it gets away with it kind of bad. I loved it. I still do. I mean, you had Costner, you had Morgan Freeman, you had Alan Rickman. It's great.
So, Robin Hood Men in Tights, like the parody of that, was that Mel Brooks or was that the Zucker brothers?
That was Brooks. He's in it.
That was such a weird era. Like there were so many parody movies. Like I guess Scream kind of became its own thing, but it's like every like Bram Stoker's Dracula was like really popular, and suddenly you had Leslie Nielsen doing a Dracula parody movie. Very strange.
That was Mel Brooks.
That was Mel Brooks too. Wow.
Yeah.
And then you got the Zucker brothers movies, which are also kind of their own thing. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, the '90s, Brooks was on top of his goddamn game back then. It was great. You had Weird Al doing the song parodies. You had Mel Brooks doing the movie parodies.
But we need more. Actually, if it takes more effort to do it yourself, then you should automate it first. Oh, shit! Wait! No! I forgot what I was doing. I don't. This is still Rot War. Graphics are a little janky in some places. Like the Rot War is literally just a box with a picture of ore on it. But I guess that cuts down on resources, so yeah, I'm fine with it. So let's get rid of all this. And 2, 3, 6. So, Jay, have you ever seen the Lorax?
Million years ago, back in like elementary school.
Oh no! I mean the
If
new
you-
one, the CGI one.
Oh, God no, I have not. I don't know why I say God no. I don't have anything against it, but
yeah.
like, I've never seen it.
The only thing I know about it is that. So I guess the main character, like, I don't even remember the book barely, but the main character goes from being like, oh, I want to protect the trees to I want to exploit the trees, and it becomes like a different character called like the Onceler or the Onceler or something. I don't even like as in use it once. I don't know what that means. But apparently, like Tumblr like lost their shit over him because they like shipped him with his younger self, like before he became the bad guy, and that was like part of this weird trend. And now, like, the reason I bring it up is because I saw something about Loki, because, you know, spoiler warning, Loki kind of falls for his other alternate gender swapped self. And now Loki is like the latest in a long line of like characters where this thing happens to them, I guess. That's all you have to say.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I fell down a rabbit hole several months ago about the Lorax thing and how that's just a thing on Tumblr. And I don't know, I left Tumblr a long time ago, back when they started cracking down on stuff. So, yeah, I'm not really too in line with what's going on lately. But despite it all, Loki is still very good. It is a good show.
Loki is a very good show. Absolutely.
Even if it did spit in the face of my fan theories. Oh, okay, I'm good. Well, I've got a little bit of fuel. It just takes a lot of fuel to run these drones. So I'm kind of low, but I've still got fuel in the tank. What else can we research? We don't need fluids yet. Plasma control gives us our first research thing. Electromagnetic drive unlocks. Oh, okay. These all oh, I see. So, oh, this actually, no. This gives us, like, different materials, a better power transmission system, but it requires the electromagnetic matrix, which is our first science pack. So that would be equivalent to, like, red science beakers in Factorio. So we actually need to research this first, which lets us build that in the first place. Stop building science by ourselves. How's power doing? Not good. Alright, I gotta get some turbines ASAP. I need some power ASAP. I need power for myself and for the factory. So while I'm doing that, let's assemble a machine going. Does that need? Why is that? Oh, I need iron. Okay. Doop, doop. Ah, shit. That's a spicy magnet. Shit. Damn it. Do it myself. Fuck. Okay. That's fine. We got these up here. We can use these. Which means we need some harvesters / mining machines. But we can't do that because we just ate all our magnets. So now I gotta go back to get the ore because you can only make magnets from ore, not from steel plates. Figure that one out. I was gonna say, like, what else can we talk about that we watched? But we didn't really watch anything other than Loki and Lord of the Rings and, like, you know, Germa after streams. So
Yeah, that's true. I guess we could talk like.
Yeah. Oh. We watched the Spiffing Brit, and he did this game called MMORPG Tycoon 2, which, like, looks way more interesting than it has any right to be. That's the only thing I can think of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like I was thinking, like, maybe chat has some ideas for multiplayer games that they'd like to see us do, because, like, Zombie and I kind of lean into the grand strategy stuff or the logistic stuff like this. So, like, if we run out of ideas, we'll be like RimWorld or Factorio or Satisfactory. But are there any games out there that cooperative stuff that you'd like to see us try here on the channel?
Do you have Europa Universalis 4?
I do.
Would you like to try that? Like, that could be like just the two of us game, and then, like, when Iggy's around, we could do CK3.
Maybe. I don't think I've ever actually played Europa Universalis. I just think I own it.
It's a hell of a lot easier than CK2. It's probably on par with CK3. Because I got pretty far in it. Like, I played like a full game and like colonized America. So I know it's possible. It's not like stupid hard like CK2 was. And it's been long enough I've played it that we'd be pretty much on the same level.
Yeah, that could be fun. Let's see what else. And I know I mentioned it like a bazillion times now, but randomizers, we like to go back to them. Iggy and Zombie will at some point do a randomizer race. I have more of a better idea of how we can get that accomplished. Really just a matter of setting up an overlay and all that jazz. And probably do it for charity. I just have to figure out how to set up the charity stuff. What else? I know I mentioned at some point, well, I didn't. I suggested at some point maybe like you could try out one of the like other Castlevanias, and I think I suggested like Castlevania Curse of Darkness because for people who watch the animated series, that's where Hector and Isaac come from, and it's kind of like a 3D Symphony of the Night meets what was that one where you like collected souls of your enemies and kind of Pokemon them?
Aria of Darkness, Blood Moon, Portrait of Ruin. I don't know. It's like a million of them.
Yeah, it's like it's like a 3D combination of all that. I wouldn't call it a great Castlevania, but I enjoyed the hell out of it, and it's definitely a unique experience.
Yeah, I would totally be down for that. Actually, yeah, you set me up with it, but then I completely forgot about it, so I gotta actually do that.
Yeah, and I was thinking at some point doing the Lords of Shadow trilogy, but that's not multiplayer, and I have completely drifted off subject.
Well, I mean, we're basically on the subject of stuff we can do, so I don't know.
Yeah, those things kind of look like Dead Space beacons. Yeah.
Oh, do they?
A little bit.
Huh. Like what? The the wind turbines?
Yeah, the wind turbines.
Oh, cool. They look like
you got that double helix thing going.
It's a triple helix. Oh, baby. Also, hi, Rook.
Yeah. How you doing, Rook?
You can build off the
forget,
grid.
Zombie. Do you have a Switch?
I do not.
I was like, maybe we could like do Mario Golf.
Well, still could. Like, get an old ROM of Mario Golf 64 or something. I'm sorry, I meant get a cheap copy.
To put in our actual systems.
Yes.
I don't know. I grew up playing Commodore 64 Golf, and yeah, that was like a big family night thing. Like the only time that Dad would ever actually like try a video game would be like just family night, Commodore Golf or Commodore Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy.
It's cool. My golf game back when I was a kid was NES Golf.
That is a fun one, and that could be fun to do on stream sometime.
NES Golf is a little archaic. NES Open is a lot of fun. It's probably also very archaic compared to like anything else, but
Well, I mean, it's archaic because it's like 30 years old.
yeah. But I also played a shitload of Mario Golf 64. I remember trying Toadstool Tournament on GameCube, but it didn't run well on my system. We could do Tower Unite and just play mini golf for 3 hours.
We could, and I'd be down for that. Let's see. Speaking of the Switch, apparently the new Switch has been announced, and it's not what everyone was hoping.
What were they hoping?
They were hoping for like a Switch Pro with 4K capability and blah 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 blah. And really the only upgrade is that it has an OLED screen and slightly more internal storage and a dock with a built-in Ethernet port and better audio.
Seems like a decent upgrade.
Yeah. And a new kickstand. I mean, like, it's somewhere in here. I joined a Kickstarter for a battery pack / kickstand / game carrier all in one unit. That included like a 12-hour battery for the Switch and all this other stuff. And it's really damn nice. But I also don't go anywhere, so it's kind of wasted money.
Oh.
And like, while this new dock is nice, and not having to buy an extra dongle for Ethernet is also very nice. And you can buy the dock separately, so you don't even have to buy the new Switch. You get the new dock. I don't see a point in upgrading personally.
Going back on the topic of golf, I watched Vinny play the new one for like just a few minutes. I had a few minutes and I just was watching him. Like, the course goes like all over the place. Like every hole is like massive. Is that like to like facilitate the mode where you have to like run to your ball? Or are there obstacles that like pop up or something? It's not no hole is just like a straight or like dog-leg thing. It's just like there's like a dozen green or fairways everywhere. Very strange. Let's see. It does look fun though.
The new dock fixed the old Switch. They're interchangeable. You can use the old dock with the new Switch, the new dock with the old Switch. There's rounded corners, so you have less risk of scratching the Switch screen on insert. Yeah, it's fully interchangeable. Confirmed by Nintendo.
That's good. My donuts. You build things.
Like if my Ethernet dongle ever breaks, I might go for the new dock.
Must be thingies in my soup. He's in rabbits full of poop. Sorry. It's going good. We just gotta get everything all organized into one straight line of spaghetti. Which means I need some more constructors. Wow!
Yeah, I mean, it makes
Space
sense for that,
Marines.
because, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you move around and stuff. I'm kind of a stationary object. I would like to buy a desk, like a proper desk, instead of this one I have built into the closet, and just kind of make a much cleaner setup. But that's kind of its own subject in its own hill of beans.
Hill beans. Yeah, my setup's pretty nasty too. I got this ancient desk that's like my grandpa used, and my keyboard is propped up on a bunch of old like high school like I got a biology book, I got an algebra book, I got a C for Dummies book, and a forgotten algebra book. All propped up so it can like be a proper height, because this desk was made for someone who's like 4 feet tall.
Oh.
All right, what's the first thing I need to build?
I have no idea. What is
Sorry.
the first thing you have to build?
The first thing I need to build is like stop talking so much so you can like get a word in edgewise.
I know it's fine. Like focusing on the game is probably the right thing to do here. But like, I don't know the build order for this game. I've never actually played it.
For the wood god. Oh yeah, power. So first thing we need is spicy donuts. And also gears. And what else? What else? What else? Iron plates. Okay, so I need one more. Music is so sad and quiet. Hey, I didn't think that would work. So, iron plates, and then this needs iron plates too. Okay. Eventually, we'll get splitters and not have to like do stupid maneuvers with sorters, but that's later. Actually, this doesn't need to go here. This can go right next door. Oops. So you played a what was the golf game you played? Commodore Golf?
I'm sure it had a specific title, but let me look. It was called Leaderboard Golf.
played a Commodore golf game. I didn't know there was one. Of course there's one. There's one for every system. What am I saying?
I mean, there were a couple, but it was kind of a golf simulator, and I'm trying to see if there's a way like I could send this in a way that the stream could see it. Like, I don't know if like you could like dump this image in a way that it could show up in OBS or anything.
I don't have it set up that I can. How long is this GIF?
Pretty long.
Ooh, I love that like old-fashioned way that it like draws the terrain. Oh, this guy just yeets it.
Yeah, it's basically like a full 3D simulation on a computer that could not do 3D like properly.
Wow, yeah, it's like actually plotting out the blocks for the ground. That's cool. Yeah, sorry, I don't have. I've thought about this, like, oh shit, what do I do if I like need to display an image or something? And I've never actually solved that problem, so I don't know how to show things.
Well, for those of you in chat who are interested, I'll just paste it here.
Oh yeah, you can paste it
as a link. Yeah, this is the golf game that we play as a family back in the 80s. You could have multiple players. It simulated wind. It tried to keep track of a 3D environment. It was pretty dang good, honestly. And it was called Leaderboard Golf.
So you say that's the only game your dad ever like deigned to play?
Yeah, that, and if we did like Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Way back in the day, well, I'll say way back in the day, before I was born, my dad was like the local Donkey Kong champion.
Ha!
At a local pizza place where he worked. They had a Donkey Kong machine that he had the high score on. That was the only game, that and like Ms. Pac-Man was the only games he ever played. And I tried to, I set him up with an emulator once with Donkey Kong on it, his laptop. And I guess it's hard to like, you know, translate decades old muscle memory of like a joystick into a, you know, a shitty keyboard. So I probably kind of ruined it for him by like every time he would play it, you know, when he would die, it would like, you know, or no, not that's Pac-Man. You know, the sound it makes when you die, and I would loudly proclaim, "Oh no, you died!" from like the other room, and I probably ruined it for him by making him self-conscious about it. So I didn't last too long.
Aw.
Yeah. Other than that, he wasn't much of a gamer. The closest we got is I've got fond memories of playing Ms. Pac-Man with him. Like after I got to the age where I could drink, we would go to this little pizza place in a town called Seaside in Oregon that had a cocktail Ms. Pac-Man machine, one of those ancient ones that was like barely working, It's like the colors weren't right. All the ghosts were like the same color. And we would just like, get a couple of beers while we waited for our pizza and play a few rounds. That was the only thing. He didn't hate video games. I guess he wasn't interested in them. Besides that, classics.
Yeah, my mom was big into Mario. Still is, but I mean like the old one. Like her favorite was Mario 3.
Ah, awesome. God, I remember the first time I saw Mario 3 like in the wild was at a friend of my dad's, his kids had a copy, and my dad was like, "Oh my God, this looks so complicated. Look at this. He's like in a map. It's like in the Dark World. That's crazy. What's the Dark World?" And it's like he was fascinated by it, but he never played it. I think because I probably pissed him off because like I was in like, what was this, like 89, 90? I was probably like in kindergarten, first grade. And my mom and dad kept the TV in their bedroom, and that was where the NES was hooked up. And so like every school day I would get up like hours before I was even supposed to go to school to like sneak into their room and start playing Mario Brothers 3. And both my parents were like, yeah, we got to the point where we started hating like the little songs and the noises that that stupid game would make, because he'd always wake us up at like 5 in the morning to fucking play that game. Oh yeah, power. Power here. Oh, did you see recently Game Grumps played Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout?
I haven't watched Game Grumps in months.
I haven't either, but that one caught my eye because that was one of the games I played as a kid. And we never owned it, but we rented it a couple times. That game almost destroyed me. Like, it's. I don't know how far they played. I got to as far as like the desert level that I was watching. And they're like, hey, it starts getting hard. And I got as far as a kid as like the level after that, which is like a jungle level. And there are spots where you have to like swing across vines, standard jungle shit. But that game destroyed me as a kid because I was not good enough for it. I was not good at all. And I got so frustrated that I just threw shit fits and like gave myself nosebleeds. I was so angry at that fucking game. And apparently my mom still tells me the story sometimes. I don't even remember it, but I would I was one of those kids who just got obsessed with video games to the point where it's like, no, I don't want to go to school. I'm busy with this. And apparently this was when I was playing Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout, and I was doing my thing where I was just getting furious at this fucking game and not going to school, refusing to get ready. So she reaches behind and unplugs the thing, and I had no idea how the thing worked. I didn't know you had to plug it in. I didn't know anything about how it worked. So I'm like, whoa, why did it stop? Why did it stop? And she's like, it won't work if you have to go to school. So I'm like, okay. that was the only way she could get me to stop, is to unplug it and go, no, it doesn't work if you have to go to school. And kids are stupid, and I was a stupid kid, so it worked. Oh man, it's bringing all kinds of weird memories now. One of the things that got me into like computers in general and video games specifically was like as a kid wondering how the hell do video games work? Like how does it translate like a button press to like what you're doing on the screen? And I have this very specific memory of asking my mom, how do video games work as I'm playing Super Mario Brothers? And I specifically remember I'm on a dungeon level. I'm on like, a Bowser Castle level or whatever. And I ask her, well, how do video games work? And she's like, I have no idea. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe it's coincidence that when you press the jump button, Mario jumps. And I just like ruminated on that for weeks. I was like, that can't be right, can it? It can't just be a coincidence. That doesn't make any sense. But she's Mom. Like, she would know, right? And I'm like, I had this like religious moment, like, or not a religious moment, but like, like my faith was questioned, kind of a deal. Like, oh no, my parents don't know everything. Do they? Like, wait, but that doesn't make sense. Does this work? I don't understand. And it's like, I just have this very specific memory of playing Mario Brothers and thinking that like it's all just a coincidence. Press the jump button, he jumps, because that's what it was going to do anyway, right? Being like 6 or 7 or something, thinking, well, the cartridge must have pictures of every possible thing you could do, and it just displays the right picture depending on what you do. Yeah, exactly. That's the same kind of logic. It's like, the reality is so, like, I want to say arcane, that's obviously not the word. It's like, alien is really what it is. If you don't know how a computer works, and even if you do, it's like, it's alien how it works. To the point where it's like, well, that might as well be the right answer, because nothing else makes sense. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's almost right. It's a weird brute force way of making a video game. Okay, we got the power situation covered. We just need to actually figure out where to put these things, or they won't get in the way. I'm gonna do it over here. It's FMV. Every button press is a different FMV. But it still fascinates me, just like looking at, say, like speedruns, where it's like people have discovered just ways to trick the game into doing stuff it should never be able, should never be possible to do. Like the whole glitch with Super Mario World, where they can just arbitrarily execute code by just doing the right thing at the right time. And it's like, it would never happen in reality, but it's possible that you could hit the controller inputs in just the right way to like program a version of Pong. Well, no, you couldn't do that, because you'd need like, like the 4-player adapter and be able to hit like 20 buttons every frame. So it's not realistic. It's just, it's weird that kind of thing can even happen, especially with like a limited understanding of how these things work. That's something I think about a lot. Is I know a lot about how, like, say, 8-bit computers work, because, well, I shouldn't say that. I'm not an expert by any means, but I've watched enough videos. I've done enough pseudocode to have an idea of how 8-bit computers work. And it's like, even then, this shit is magic. Like, the layers and layers and layers of shit that has to go right for a computer to work. And that's just like 8-bit stuff from like, 30, 40 years ago. Like, it blows my mind how fast an 8-bit computer is. Just like, blowing through, assembly code or whatever. Like, it doesn't seem like you should be able to compute things this fast. And that's just like a shitty 8-bit computer. Like, it blows my mind. And then I think about modern computers, and I can't even comprehend. Like, this is all just layered on top of each other. It's still doing that shit way down at the most basic level. I don't know, it's crazy to me. Like, I know how it works, but at the same time, it's still magical. Is that a physical place, like a maker's space, or is that like a YouTube channel?
It's a browser thing.
8-bit workshop?
Yeah, write 8-bit code in your browser.
Oh, cool. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, remind me later after the stream and like link me or something. That sounds cool. What's a website?
Yeah, I'll just drop you here in your Telegram.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and I'll put it up here too in chat.
Yeah, especially shit like the Atari. You mentioned the Atari, but I've read. I bought a copy of Racing the Beam, and I've seen Retro Game Mechanics Explained has been doing stuff lately. Well, he did a video lately about how the Atari worked, and that shit's insane. How it just has to execute all this code at exactly the right time for anything to work. It is fucking bonkers. It shouldn't happen. This stuff is not supposed to happen. You're doing stuff that's unnatural. You're taking a Pong game and making, like, you know, what's that 3D game with the tanks, Battle Tank or something? You should not be able to make Battle Tank in a Pong machine. It's crazy.
Battlezone?
Yeah, Battlezone, that's it. Thank you. It's fucking bonkers. What do I need to build next time? I've been delaying too much. Let's see. Oh, I should probably get some sorters. And then an assembling machine assembler. And then I can start doing science. So, these are over. Where did I put the, oh, there's the belts. Okay, so the belts should probably be over here. So, that's a circuit and an iron plate. Excuse me. Well, that's easy. Okay, so just one. I keep doing stuff from the inventory. I keep forgetting I have like an interface down here to do stuff like not stupid. Let's see, I want to go down here, except in the opposite direction, so not like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, the NES is another instance. Yeah, it's basically just designed to make a good Donkey Kong. And then they were like, well, what if we like swap out the graphics banks at, you know, ideal moments, and what if we change the scrolling speed on specific scan lines, and what if we only have 3 colors to work with? What if we made the background black, and then now it looks like they have a black outline. We can use 4 colors instead of 3. It's crazy shit like that. Or the pupils in like the Mario 2 character's eyes, or Mega Man's face. It's like, oh, we only have 3 colors to work with. Well, we'll make another sprite that floats behind the others and make that its own color, so you can have a rainbow of different colors for Mega Man and pupils for Mario 2 characters. Oops, this was the wrong thing. I need circuit boards. That's right. And then another one for sorter itself.
I need to step away for a moment. I'll be back.
Okie dokie. Alright, so that's iron and copper there. And this needs... what does this need? Iron and circuit boards. Oops. Yeah. What do they? I saw someone once say that Super Mario Brothers was the NES's swan song, because it was like the most anyone could do without resorting to putting additional hardware in the cartridge. Although, have you seen that game? It's like called Tiny Wizards or something. It apparently runs just on stock NES hardware without any additions to the cartridge. That's pretty cool. Granted, it's using like tiny sprites. Like each character is literally one sprite, whereas like Super Mario and Super Mario Brothers is like something like what, 8 sprites, 6 sprites. So they're tiny, but they're doing a lot with a little bit. Oh, you've not. Shit. You've not. Hang on. Wait, my browser's closed. I'm pretty sure it's called Tiny Wizards, Little Wizards. Yeah, someone made like a stock NES game, and it's really cool. And I have to look it up now because I can't progress until I do this. Oh, it's not that at all. Wizard custom NES game. Oh shit! Yeah, I can't find it now. I'm too distracted with this, but yeah. Or micro. No, that's it. Micro Mages. Maybe that's it. Yeah, look up Micro Mages. That might be it. Yeah, but basically, in fact, I think they might have actually literally just taken like a Super Mario Brothers card and then like flashed it with their own code. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Yeah, that's absolutely pushing what you can do on stock hardware. And just about every NES game after Super Mario Brothers has some kind of extra hardware on the cartridge to make it possible. Okay, so that's sorted. I need assemblers. I usually don't automate mining machines just because I don't need that many of them. Might not be a bad idea. Some more fuel in the tank. Well, that's right, yeah. Yeah, that was when the disc system came out, and at least in Japan, like, every major game for like a year or two was on that. Because that was a way to increase the capabilities of the NES, was to have like a hardware add-on with increased storage space and better audio capabilities. That was also during the big chip shortage of the late 80s, which made ROM storage especially expensive. But then the prices went down, and suddenly making a very large ROM was way cheaper than doing a disc, or at least comparable. And hey, you can just add on hardware in the cartridge itself. And the disc system was pretty much obsolete. Yeah, okay. I exaggerated. Definitely not cheaper than discs, but at least it offset the increased price of the hardware they added onto it. I'm assuming. Okay, so assembly machines. That's basically the same thing. So 3 of those. Oh, not even. Oh, just 2. Okay. I'm trying to get this as nice and compact as possible, like I always do, and I always screw myself over. Can this be updated? Yeah, it can be updated. So, I'll need to make this somewhere on the outside so I can draw from it. So, if I were to put it here, like, that was my original idea. Have a couple assemblers here, and then put this here and make it nice and compact. But no, I gotta have the access to this, so can't do anything too stupid. this would be circuit boards. And I need another one for gears. Oh. And then I need a third one. Yeah, okay, that's good. So the final one... Oh, I could have just left that there. I'm stupid. Oh well. Yeah, that can stay there. Actually, oh, I can even move that farther down. We've got to play optimally. Okay, so that's gears. This is... Oops. It's not that. It's assembling machine. Hey! So iron for this. For that. Iron for this. Circuits for this. Storage in here. And a sorter over here to take from the iron. Which I'll need power. Nope, that's good. Cool. Alright, doesn't need power. That's a little slow, but that's fine. It's still faster than making it myself. You know, speaking of weirdly specific memories about the NES, I've got one. So as a kid, my NES came with that Mario Brothers Duck Hunt combination thing, right? And then, like, a few years later, well, not even that, like, fairly soon, because we probably got it, like, right around, like, 1990 or so. Because I remember I was 6 at the time. And then we got, like, Mario Brothers 3. And I've got this weirdly specific memory of being in 2nd grade, and I was promised that, like, we could get Mario Brothers 2, because I had 1 and 3, but not 2. And I just remember, like, daydreaming in class, like, oh my god, Mario 2, what could it be like? I bet it's so cool. I bet you could swim like in Mario Brothers 3, only it's different because it's different. And for some reason I was imagining Mario Brothers 2 as like some amazing, like, this is gonna blow Mario Brothers 1 and 3 out of the water. Like, it's gonna be the best thing, because, like, you know, I'm a dumb kid and I think that the thing I don't have is better than the things I do have. You know, the grass is always greener on the other side. So I'm like, oh, Mario Brothers 2 is going to be so good. Just you watch. And then I got it, and it's like, oh, it's not that great. It's okay, I guess. I think it's Jay's favorite Mario game. So I won't say anything bad about it, but it's no Mario 3. It's okay. Also, guys, did you know it's Doki Doki Panic? It was called Doki Doki Panic. That's the best thing you can say about it. It was a Mario game. Plus. Yeah, that actually is fascinating. They made a whole game for, like, what was it, like a festival of some sort for like something a television channel was putting on, and the whole theme was like Arabian stuff and masks for some reason, and they just like what, commissioned Nintendo or something to just make a whole ass game about it. So for what it is, it's really good. I mean, it should not be as good as it like was. Fuel. I will eat the forest. Alright, we were running low on iron production for a bit, but it seems to have stabilized. World's Fair, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I guess we gotta focus on research now, because we got nothing else to do. Okay, Tricks Lab. So this is interesting. These things both produce the science, so you don't produce science packs in like assemblers like you do in Factorio. You make them in the labs themselves. And then I think you can either do the research in the same building, but it's like slower, but it's like better to just take them to another building, I think. Oh, glass. Glass might be an issue. What's glass made from? There it is. Oh, just rock. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been picking up enough rocks here on the ground that I can make glass for the most part, but eventually I'll have to start an actual stone mine. I think I can also get trace amounts of, yeah, silicon. But I'll have to go off-planet to get a reliable supply. In fact, let's take a look here. We got our technologies, but we also have upgrades. So I can increase my... Oh, whoa, this... I can just do this right now. Oh, shit, okay. Yeah, get some iron, some copper plates there. So that'll increase the my maximum energy. I think later on it'll also increase my regen speed. This will let me look at what's actually on a planet, so I can tell, you know, from the map screen, like, oh, this place has silicon or this place has titanium. And of course, you know, movement speed, inventory capacity. This lets me have more construction drones and lets them work faster. Oh, here's my fuel power. I can almost get that. And then this will let me fly. This one will let me use the sail, which is like a high altitude, low energy kind of thing. Oh, excuse me. No. The sail is what I use to get to other planets. My bad. But it is low power compared to just hovering his. Mining speed, research speed. Logistics, oh, that'll be fun. So logistics, oh my god, okay, so in Factorio, you got like logistics robots, and you can build little ports for them to operate from and to charge from, and they can carry an item or two or whatever from here to there. So logistics here, the robot docking ports are massive. They're like to the top of the screen here, huge towers. And they can operate across an entire planet. It's great. I love it. Then you got even bigger ones that can work on an interstellar level. It's great. I love it. Like eventually, and I kind of want to load up like my old save just so you can see like how much of an industrialized nightmare the starting planet is.
It's pretty great. Hi, everybody.
Well, hi Iggy, guys, it's Iggy. Iggy's here. Hi Iggy.
Hi there.
How's
I
it
worked
going?
an overnight shift.
Oh shit. Doing okay, buddy?
I'm doing good now.
Crazy. Wow. Forgot what I was doing now. So, Iggy, how's things?
You know, things are pretty good. I just woken up.
Had a knap
I'm
or slept?
full on proper sleep.
Oh, poor old phone, proper slept. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Specs.
Matrix Lab. You can use it to make super matrices, or research technologies that require them to unlock. The super matrices are the source code of the center brain for maintaining the homeworld. You can upload as many super matrices to the center brain as possible. You can be benefit to unlock more actual world technologies by operating the homeworld simultaneously.
Wonderful.
You can be benefit.
You can be benefit.
So yeah, I can stack 3 right now, but I can also research later on technologies which can like stack them stupid high, like 12 or more. And this will also apply to other stuff, like these storages can be stacked on top of one another. But I think that's it actually. That and like liquid storage labs are the only things that can stack. Okay, so okay, I forgot. All right, I need spicy donuts and some circuit boards first. So I can't
Spicy
actually
donuts.
Okay, yeah, you weren't here. So okay, so all right, you see right here these little gray rings.
They're donuts.
They're donuts, and then this one these are spicy because they got a little heft to them. They got stuff on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire salt.
Yeah. That's all I got.
That's okay, ZombieCat. Never change.
I'll try. Okay, so we need yards, and we need circuit boards, both of which. Oh no, never mind. They don't actually require anything special. These are just these two, yeah. So, oh wait, no. Oh no. That's not right at all. Yes, these are not. We need to make spicy donuts. We don't need to make gears. I could have just changed the recipe, but I'm stupid. So, okay, so got ourselves some spice, and then we got ourselves some donut.
Yeah.
So, Iggy, we've been talking about fond memories of classic gaming as kids. Jay playing Commodore Golf and Wheel of Fortune with his folks. Me getting so angry at Bugs Bunny birthday blowout I gave myself a nosebleed.
Oh my god.
You got any fond memories from childhood?
Specifically about video games?
Well, I mean, that is what we were talking about, but it can be, I don't know, whatever. You know, it's a free game. We can do anything.
Well, let's see. There was the Christmas where I received my Nintendo 64, complete with, what's the name of that video game? Pokemon Stadium.
Oh, Stadium.
Yeah. Exciting.
Was that you in that video?
No, it was not.
Nintendo 64. Oh my god.
Well, ZombieCat, But the issue is, you're being inefficient with that.
Yeah, you're right. I can't even get these spicy donuts out of their ensconced enclosure. Unless I do something stupid. But you know what? I'm feeling stupid today.
Alright then. That's not stupid. That makes perfect sense to me. But no, the efficient part is the fact that you're not feeding in those iron bars at the same rate as you're feeding in the copper bars.
You know, you're right. In fact, I need twice as many iron as I do copper, so this is ass backwards.
It's bass backwards.
That's right. So let's delete this one. Let's misclick. It's always good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. There we go.
Yeah, that'll work. You can just feed in the copper from there and then just bring in the iron right up against it.
Well, that still is going to be off as far as ratios
No.
go. I know. What?
They move based on distance.
I know.
The further away it is, the worse it's going to be.
I know. But I'm still going to do this because I can.
Fool of a toque.
Throw yourself in next time. What was this for? Oh yeah, it's for the spicy donuts. Okay. And this will, as soon as we get logistics, this is all going bye-bye, so... oh yeah, science. Dos.
Matrix Lab.
Yes. I guess because the people back on Homeworld are in the Matrix, and this powers the Matrix, I don't know.
Do they know Kung Fu?
They do now.
They will once we finish our job here.
That's right.
We're creating a Dyson sphere specifically so that they can learn Kung Fu.
That's right.
Kesla Tower.
Reduce.
I need to get back into this game.
Should.
I'm sure there's been some updates since I was last in.
Apparently in a few days they're adding blueprints.
Oh boy!
Oh boy, yeah,
not?
so you don't...
Why not green prints?
Well, because... No, see, because the ground is already green. When you build something.
Oh.
If they were green, then they would blend in. See?
You got a very good point there.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently there's all kinds of weird problems. Oh, yeah, I didn't really talk about this, but since we're on a sphere, this isn't mapped equally. As we get closer to the poles, the lines start to converge. So there's all kinds of weird problems. You can't just like duplicate a blueprint if you're not going to have enough room. So apparently it works on tropics, as in like different regions, like to the east and west or something. I don't know. You have to read it yourself, but yeah, apparently you can do it. It's kind of janky.
It's latitude and longitude, basically.
Yeah. So building something here and then like copying it there won't work because there won't be enough room. But if it's here, you can copy it left and right, like in a tropic, I guess is what they mean, around the poles.
Longitudinally.
Yeah, and it'll also work like over here, like when you have more room and there's less variance. But yeah.
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 Oh, that's stacked up. That's stacked up. Oh, well, shit, Mark 1 sorters kind of suck.
Yeah. Mostly because remember you had that whole thing going where it was... Yeah, there you go. You need 2 if you're going over something. because otherwise the effective movement speed is half of
Yeah.
production.
Well, also, I'm stacked up, so I actually need to research something now. You know what? I'm gonna actually. Last game I never automated power lines. I just built them as I went, and that's horrible. So I'm gonna go get the wireless power tower early, and then not automate it yet because it requires prisms, which I don't have automated yet.
Yeah.
But someday.
Someday.
I'll be there. Right?
1 second, folks. I'm gonna be right back.
I'll be right back. Wee, wee, wee. Well, let's see here. How are our stocks doing? Well, we got plenty of belts. How about sodas? Yeah, well, we could always have a few more sodas. How's power doing? Power's at 100% satisfaction with a little bit of spats. I think we got entirely too many donuts being produced, so I might need to slap some more smelters on at the end of this. We're done. Okay. It's weird to me that the better power line is so soon after this, but then again, in the last game I barely ever built them because it's like these are easier, and I don't know, whatever. Research. Fluid storage encapsulation. We've discovered water and how to drink it. Plasma cider, it's so exciting. Let's see, let's build a few more mining machines. Future endeavors. Oh, okay, that's because these aren't what I thought they were. These are wireless charging points for your robot suit. I thought they were better power lines. No, you don't get that till later. Okay. Well, that makes more sense then, because you can kind of be at the point now where it's like, alright, I've mined every tree. I've mined every fish. I've got no fuel left. I'll have to charge myself with the wind. What's that? Oh yeah, I do need to build this at some point. Electric motor. Oh, tutorial. Oh yeah, shit, after this I gotta get better walking speed. This is... In fact, I'll queue it up. Oh, I need these. Oh, never mind. Oh, man, I gotta build stuff. Oh, I gotta have this stuff on hand? This is garbo. Oh, man. 6. Well, I can do this at least. Can't do that yet. It has red science. 60.
You have unlocked the universe exploration. Now you can click the details display button in the lower right corner of the screen to open real-time distribution details of the ore veins.
$16 billion, 22 billion, 15 billion. Yeah, not quite infinite, but infinite enough. So there is a bit of procedural generation. Like, you always start on a planet like this, you always seem to be around a gas giant, but it was a different color last time I played, so I guess that's something. And then, of course, the rest of the galaxy is completely random. I wonder if I can get there. That's a long jump. But, I mean, so far I've, like, gone to, like, 3 other systems, maybe 4. So it's not that big a deal. Well, yet, at least. I don't know. I guess
returned.
Oh, hi! I guess theoretically you could, like, have a Dyson sphere on multiple systems, but I've never done that. It seems like a lot of work. Not researching. This is there. Oh! Oh, I can already get rid of my Mark 1 sorters. Hell yeah. Steel smelting. Oh, I need those. Yeah, I need graphite. Thermal power. Oh, hell yeah. Plasma extracting. Accelerant Mark 1.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's something they're... Yeah, that's something they're working on, I think. It's not actually in the game. I'm assuming that's going to be like a way to boost the speed of individual machines at the cost of power. That'd be my guess, anyway. Let's see, what can we do while that's finishing? What can we automate? I really should automate these, because they never get upgraded. That's... Never have to replace them. Yeah, might as well. Oh, arc smelters. Oh shit, that's also another thing I need. Okay, that requires stone though. I don't have any stone.
Time to get blaze it.
420 blaze it.
420 blaze it.
Okay, well, I mean, that's not too far. And I got a steady supply of power lines and belts, so it's not a big deal. But, what do I need for that? Oh, I need some miners. Yeah, let's do the miners first. Okay.
You did it.
Technically, science did it. I merely watched. I was merely born in it. Molded by it. Forget what I was doing. Oh yeah, miners. So I'll need 3 plus 1. Now, class, tell me what 3 plus 1 is?
4.
That's right. You get a gold star.
Oh boy!
Oh boy! Ow.
Are you alright? That sounded like it hurt.
A little bit. Wait, oh, there it is. Okay. The iron stuff out of the way. And then gear, right? Yeah. I think I left myself enough room. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I have splitters now. Shit, I should automate those too. Those never go out of style. Okay, so.
So,
I did leave myself enough. Yeah, whatever. This is fine. But I can't do that until I actually have a build here.
that is the one tricky thing.
Damn it. Oh my god, go away. Oh, wrong way. Yeah. And that goes over here. Finally, these go here. Because this goes over here. Ever one on iron on this build. Otherwise, I can use a splitter. In fact, you know what? I'll use a splitter. I got room here. Let's show off the splitter.
Splitting time.
Yeah, splitter. So, oh, switch pattern. There we go. Okay, so basically, this can go in any direction. So there's no in or out. Basically, you plop it down, and then you can go. Okay, by
with 4 directions. It can split the passing cargo or balance the cargo on multiple conveyor belts. The splitting speed depends on the conveyor belt speed. Use the tab key to switch between different styles, and click it to set priorities and filters.
What he said.
Yeah. So basically, there's no in or out. I can just kind of like, okay, that one goes in because I put it in. This one will go out because I put it out. And there's like 3 different styles. And that'll just kind of about as fast as it can go. And then I got this thing over here. Just mix some windows, so I go like this. Yes. Oh, but it's lacking iron because that was the thing I needed. Yes. Achoo. It's working. Plasma refining. It's working. And there you go. Now, what are any of these for? Stone, that's right. Stone. Stone protectors. Hey, let's talk about stone protectors.
What are stone protectors?
Remember when we were looking at like old commercials, and stone protectors came on?
I think I missed that one.
And it was the attempt to market Trolls toys to boys?
Oh, now I remember.
Yeah. You remember the horror.
Oh yeah. Oh
What?
yeah, it was like oh hi, I'm back.
You're back.
It was like a weird cartoon intro where it's like they're in a band and they're just singing lyrics to introduce themselves.
Yeah, they're always in a band. It's always a band. It's always Sonic and the shit fuckers or something. I don't know.
Oh my god.
But no, it's like, okay, all right. So like Trolls these days are like kind of cute. Like the Trolls movies, it's like, oh, you know, they got kind of big noses and they're adorable. Trolls back in the day were horrible. They were like horrible monstrosities. They were awful. They were like ugly on purpose and not in a good way. And so they took these trolls, these little naked, like wily-haired, dead-eyed things, and were like, what was the video called? What, for stone protectors? I mean, it was like a commercial.
No. That's asking Spec something specifically.
Oh, my bad. Also, hi, Vermilion Spirals. But no, it was like the intro to this cartoon. It's like these horrible little troll dolls. How do we market those to boys? I know, we'll make them like biker rock singers. Sure. And they're just as ugly and they're just as horrible, but they're like big and muscular, like Liefeldian nightmares. And everything in the 90s had, you know, all the boys' toys had to be big and muscular and they had to beat up the bad guys, but not too bad. Gotta let them go every week so we can still have a show. And I mean, like, I assume it was a show, right? Was it a show it was advertising, or was it just the toys?
Might have just been the toys.
But it was always, there was always a show. There was always a show with the toys. There's always a show. You can't have the toy without the show. That's the whole point of the show. It's to market the toys. And I'm sorry I go crazy over shit like this, but it's so bad. It's so horrible.
I think the question in chat was, Specs was talking about seeing a video about the actual event Doki Doki Panic was for.
Oh. Damn, that's a deep cut.
Deep cut.
Music in this game is so, like... You know, I like it. Doesn't seem fitting, but I like it anyways. You know?
Yeah, it seems a little too calm and collected for basically destroying an entire planet / solar system.
No one was using it.
Well, I mean, I assume there's no life forms here, right? It's all just trees, right? Not displacing any critters' homes.
It's all just, you know, trees and, lichen. It's all plants.
Lichen, subscribe. Sorry, that joke is so old. Stop now.
As you should.
Let's see. How do I make stone bricks? Smelting facility. Well, I'll need a few to start off. I don't remember if raw stone itself is used for anything. Oh yeah, silicon. So yeah, I can make a silicon production facility here, but you see it requires 10 stone for 1 silicon ore, so it's extremely wasteful.
No, you can't make it in a replicator. Oh, yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, so it has to be, like,
Sure.
in a facility. So you can do it to like get the silicon you need right now, but it's more, I don't know, efficient, I guess, to get it on another planet.
Absolutely. But, you know, in a pinch.
Yeah. So our first amount of like silicon and titanium will have to be like collected by hand. We'll have to fly over there and actually, you know, mine it from the stone ourselves, or set up a facility, power it, and then just have it like, you know, store itself until we get there. But later
Or
on,
get it from
we'll
the rocks on this planet.
Yeah. But again, it's very rare. But eventually, we'll get the ability to have interstellar. Well, it starts out as interplanetary, but interstellar.
It's intrastellar.
Is it? No, like,
Yeah.
no, okay, no, it's because you get intraplanetary logistics, and that's just like on this planet. And then you get, after that, you get interstellar logistics that work on other planets or other solar systems. Right?
It's still intrastellar because we're in the one sun, the one
Yeah.
star.
Yeah, but they can be used for interstellar, so they're called interstellar because you can use them for
can
that
be used.
eventually. But
I see.
at first, no, you're right. At first, it is intrastellar, but that's a lot. That's really fun because it's like big. Well, not big. They're like slightly bigger than your robot suit here, but you know, they're like barges that like travel between planets, and you can actually see them on the map screen, or if you just like look up, you can see them like. In fact, that's the great thing. You can see like everything like from the planet. You can see the gas giant here. Eventually, when I start launching Dyson swarms, you can see them being fired off and start circling the sun. You can see the frame being built when you start building this Dyson sphere. You can see the streaks of ships at warp. It's really cool. Let's see here. Production. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Iron. Okay, I guess I can cross the water, but I don't know if I necessarily want it to. Gotta integrate it with the rest of the line.
Integration.
I gotta like railroad myself to logistics so I can like not do a big line of things like I always do. In fact, where is that? Restores, for cracking, fuel rod, thruster? Do I need that? No, I need it for something else. Speed assembly, solar. Oh, here we go. Planetary logistics. Oh. Okay. So I only need red for that. Yellow for interstellar. Okay. So yeah, I just need red. So I need to boost towards red. But I think I also need thrusters for those. Let's see. Electronic matrix, solar collection. Oh. Hey, I can do that right now. Cool. I forgot I kind of stopped researching here. Kinetic levitation, energy. Oh, there it is. Energy matrix. All right, cool. Does that cover it? I wasn't paying attention. It does, okay. 50% capacity. I need satisfaction. Oh shit, I'm out of power again. I really should build those wireless charging stations and put them everywhere.
Must you?
I don't want
Truly?
to. I don't want to. I mean, like, if I have to, maybe. I was just gonna waste more power to hover. Yeah, let's just go this way. So I'm getting soil every time, like, my drones have to lower the ground to build something. And that builds up in a spot outside my inventory. Like, it exists, it's not taking up space. I'm actually not sure where that's shown. Might only show it when I try to build something, but like, I'll eventually have access to foundations, and that'll allow me to raise the ground.
Your production has reached a certain scale. Now click the statistics panel button at the bottom right corner of the screen to view statistics.
Oh,
It includes the
nice,
output
yes.
consumption of each item, electricity data, etc. Use these dynamic data can help you to manage your production base.
Well, these rare organic crystals have a energy capacity. I'm not going to use them for anything else. At least not for a long time. I do have these fuel rods, but there's only 3 of them, and I don't know. They feel special. They're part of my ship. They're like a monument to where I've come from. Oh, I should really research better drones. Let's see. Upgrades. Location control. Additional drones. Drone engines. Enquire. So I'm out of power now. I can still move around because I'm charging very slowly. But you can see my drones are kind of like hesitating sometimes because they're charging from me. Oh, look how slow they are. Oh, buddies.
The data shows this is a planet without natural silicone veins. However,
Silicone?
you can still
Excuse me?
obtain some by smelting stone ore. While you still need a massive silicone collection, you need to find a planet rich with silicone veins as soon as possible.
Yeah, it takes energy to mine these things, and my drones slow down every time I do. It's cute. Oh, guys. Oh, yeah, once I have a good supply of smelter setup, I can start mining coal, turning it into graphite. That'll be a good fuel source until we get something better down the line. I think I can... Oh yeah, I got plenty of room. I can just plop these over. Again, yeah, I don't want to make this too wide and too big because I'm gonna, at the very least, ignore it later. Let's see. Just get a good supply of that on hand. Now, what do I need for smelters? Stone, circuits, spicy donuts. Okay. So I actually don't need too much here because I already got the stone. So let's see. Circuits. No. It's there. Circuits. Then smelters. Stealthing. Circuits. And smelters. Alright, come on, come on, come on, up, up. There we go. That's not gonna work.
Uh-oh.
Whatever. I don't care if it's, like, too slow. I mean, I'm doing smelters. I'm gonna get a huge number here. I don't care if I'm, like, a little low on magnets.
You kind of do have a point there, don't you?
Okay, so that's all I need for this. And iron and copper. Stone and iron ingots. Which means back to the fray. Oh, I can't stick them through here. Oh man, I have to go above. And above it will be.
Above it shall be.
So this game's great because you can make spaghetti, like real spaghetti. Spaghetti with depth, height.
Is spaghetti the paths?
Yeah.
The conveyor belts? So, okay.
So there's a... In the Factorio community, there's several different pasta that relates to belt types. So if you got a big massive belt going in every which way, it's spaghetti. If you've got like a long line of like belts like this, but like longer with like your stuff going above and below, that's lasagna. And if you've got like a bunch of cells that are separated by trains, so you get like a regular pattern with trains in the borders, that's ravioli.
I see.
Or something to that effect. I might have gotten a couple of those wrong, but that's basically how it goes.
I think that fits.
Oh, I already had one. Just finished researching red science. Oh, I forgot to have outputs on these. Okay. Graphite and hydrogen. Oh, that's right, hydrogen. Ugh. So, we need to do some oil drilling. The problem with that is that drilling for oil gets us crude oil, and processing that gives us hydrogen and light oil. We don't have any use for light oil right now, I think. So eventually the system's going to get clogged up with light oil while we use our hydrogen for red science.
You just need to make a whole fuck ton of storage tanks then, I guess.
Yeah, that's the short-term solution, and that will work, but I mean it's not going to last forever, obviously. Why isn't this working? Oh, because I didn't put inputs. Yeah. Now I think there's like a secondary processing step where you can like use light oil for something, but it's very fiddly, and basically if you get any of it wrong, I'm misremembering some of this, because later on in the game you kind of have the opposite problem where you have too much hydrogen, but you can kind of turn that into some other element, I forget which. But we don't have that technology right now. So yeah, I gotta... I don't think it's worth it to automate oil drills, because we're only gonna need a few of them. Refineries though, I'll probably need those. Oh yeah, what's this? Plasma exciter. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what I can use stone for, is to make prisms. Prisms are from glass, glass is from raw stone. So that's an assembler, it's in a smelting facility. Okay.
Okay. Oh no, look at you! Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, that had some build up to it.
That hurt a
Are you
little
okay?
bit. I'm fine. Did hurt though.
That was like the sneezing equivalent of going downstairs.
What?
You
Like I can imagine you like you need to, yeah, it was a tumbling sneeze, like you needed to go downstairs but you tripped and you went, that's me.
I mean, I guess.
Oh, that was such a perfect description.
Zombie gets me.
I get you.
Kind of on like the same weird wavelength. Weird length.
Length. We have mastered the weirding ways. My name is a killing word.
Power word. Blah.
So we're not actually using the stone bricks for much. I'll probably stash them in case we have a sudden need for them. Buddies, you're almost done. Come on. Alright, for this, gloss.
Goo loss.
Gloss.
But we'll lose our goo.
Ooh. But it's rock, it's solid. Thank you for clipping that space. Oh, damn it. These don't fit in between like they do with the assemblers. Nothing matters. Power's still good. Oh yeah, I have access to solar panels now, but they require silicon, which, I mean, like, I could get, but, like, I have other uses for stone that don't involve throwing it away. Okay, thank you. But what I can do is I can make prisms, which I need to make excited plasma or something to that effect. Just gonna do a whole buttload of it. No, I'm not, because I also need spicy donuts. Okay, good.
Damn you, spicy donuts.
Gotta go over here. Which means I need to make my belt line a little longer. Hey, wait a minute. Did I do this right? Yeah, I did it right. Okay, never mind. Da-da-da. Some space in case I need to do something stupid. Oh, I'm gonna feel good. There's never really a point where you don't need fuel, you just get better sources of it. Like, right now I could, like, be getting coal instead of, trees, but, you know, trees are everywhere, I need to get rid of them anyway. Then from there I can refine coal to get excited graphite, which is even better. Hydrogen will work well, but it doesn't stack well, so it's not that great. But I can refine those into hydrogen fuel rods, which I got in my pack here, 3 of them. Which are excellent. And then after that, I think it's like nuclear. No, there's no nuclear, is there? I think it's antimatter rods. And you can get better regeneration and bigger energy stores, but it's I don't know. I kind of like that it doesn't just like obsolete itself away. It's always like kind of an issue in the background.
So, ZombieCat, you enjoy these kinds of games a lot.
Yeah.
These, like, base building games.
Yeah.
Give me a top 5 list right now.
Well, there's not many of them, that's the thing.
You know, I guess you do got a point.
There's this, there's Satisfactory, there's Factorio.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
there's
this was a poor choice.
I mean, there's smaller games like there's a game called Mindustry, which is kind of a mix between like a Factorio building type game and also a turret defense kind of game,
A
which is
turret
interesting.
defense.
Yeah, but I mean, it's okay. Oh, there's a game called Shapes.io, which is basically Factorio, but there's no like resource management. It's like you can build an infinite amount of anything and not have to worry about it. The game it's more like a puzzle game where it's like, okay, you have to make this specific shape, which means you have to mine out like base shapes, cut them into different parts, color them, paste them back together in certain ways, that kind of thing.
That sounds
So
cool.
it's Shapes with a Z, Shapes.io, and it's like $5. It's a nice chill game. Something from the DOS era that scratches this itch. I can't think of any. Like, literally the first thing I found that was like this was it was a mod for Minecraft. I can't think of it now. Shit, there was one called Buildcraft, which was kind of cool. You could build like actual like machines that would dig out quarries, and then like transport items via pipes. Oh, Industrial Craft, that was it. So that had actual machines that could like process ore, and you could automate everything. And apparently that's what the Factorio dev was inspired by when he made Factorio. Was this Minecraft mod? But that was literally the first thing I've seen in that vein. Specs, was that a leading question, or were you genuinely asking? Because I don't have anything in mind. I can't think of anything. Yeah, I don't think the genre existed that far back because it involves taking, or rather, tracking too many entities. You couldn't really do anything before like the last 10 years, really. Yeah, I do too. I feel like there's something that should be like, maybe simpler. Like I don't know what I'd call this, other than like a Factorio. Like, it's not really. I mean, it is base building, but it's not base building in the sense like, oh, I'm defending against enemies. Although I guess Factorio is a little bit of that. It's resource management and logistics. It's a logistics game. But I can't think of anything from that era that would qualify. Let's see. What was I doing? What was I building? Oil refinery. Yeah. Oh, I need steel too. Well, shit. Never mind. I could make wireless power towers. Oh, that's right. I was making. Yeah, I hadn't even gotten that far. I was making plasma exciters. Oh, prisms. Oh, I could have made them there. I'm an idiot. I was looking at the wrong thing. Oh well.
I was caught in a off-camera conversation. Is anything from like the DOS era that scratches this itch? What was the itch?
This type of game, a logistics game, factory type game. I was saying I don't think anything like that existed because it requires too much tracking of too many things to really be like viable in the DOS era. But I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Well, I mean, Transport Tycoon had a DOS port.
That's true. Yeah, actually, yeah, Transport Tycoon. I wouldn't really classify that as a Factorio type, but I mean it is a logistics game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Transport Tycoon would definitely fit the bill.
I think back then it was like business simulation games.
Yeah. You'd call tycoon games
So, like,
nowadays.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't really count SimCity as one because it's not really a resource management game. You're not moving things from one place to another. You're just like providing power and then streets, and like the rest kind of sorts itself out. I don't even think I'd qualify like modern city builders as a logistics game. Like City Skylines has like DLC where you can make industrial areas that require certain materials, but that just kind of sorts itself out. You just kind of plop stuff down and it connects itself automatically. So yeah, I think it's like, aside from like maybe, yeah, like you said, Transport Tycoon, it's pretty much a modern genre. And I don't even know if I'd call Transport Tycoon a factory game. It's close, but I don't know, it just doesn't quite feel right.
Doesn't scrumble the right scrims.
Yeah, that's right, yeah, exactly.
What?
Beautiful.
Okay, so spicy donuts and prisms make excited plasma. Why? I don't know.
Who knows?
Is that
Why
what
would
it's
anyone
called?
know?
Oh, it's plasma exciter, excuse me. It's not plasma, it's just stuff that excites plasma. Kind of like energetic graphite. You know, it's, you know, I had one too many Red Bulls and I really don't want to expand this line anymore, but I think I gotta. Oh, you know what? I could just build it over here, actually. Assuming I don't need to expand this magnet line anymore, but that's fine. So, magnets. Expand the iron to go along with it. Copper. Okay. Is this expandable? Yes, if I do this right. So, this is the spicy donuts, this is the plasma exciter. Yeah, that'll work.
Are you sure?
Yeah, and then I can I can output like over here, and then like, I can just expand it downwards. Because I don't know how many of these I need. I'm just kind of like making them because I need them later on. Poor drones are having a hard time keeping up here.
Poor drones.
Speaking of which, is there anything I can research with just... I don't have any of those yet. Don't have any steel yet. Don't have any graphite yet. It's red. That is red. Oh, environment modification. Now that might be useful pretty soon. Still smelting needs red. Semiconductors. That's good. Can't do anything without silicon, but... Oh, chemical engineering. Oh, hey! I don't actually need that yet, but whatever. And that's red, okay. Yes. Yes. Let the caramel flow. Make the donuts spicy. Okay, yeah, it's definitely gonna need a little more oomph here. I guess I should start automating 2 sorters pretty soon, but I'm gonna need motors for that, and I don't have that set up yet. What does that even need? Spicy donuts, gears, and iron. Simple enough. Uh-oh. Yeah, you can see where the grids are starting to differ now because moving away from the equator. So I got to start planning ahead here.
Is there a Z-quator?
Well, there's an A-quator, a B-quator, a C-quator, a D-quator, the E-quator, which you're familiar with, obviously, the F-quator, and then it stops.
Oh, I didn't
We don't
know about
why.
the F-quator.
Yeah.
I think you're making shit up.
Does it
You
really
have no
matter?
proof of that. You have no proof. You got no proof.
Well, is that gonna work? Okay, that lines up. So these, if I make more. Okay, I probably need to move this. That'll work. Okay, I'll stop at 3 here. And then stash the results. You know, when I was a kid, my folks took me to Disneyland right after Splash Mountain opened, and that song was in the queue. You know, pretty good, sure is here born. How do you do?
Yeah.
Ba-do-ba-do-do-do-do. And for many years, I was like obsessed with that song. Like I vaguely remember it. I don't remember how it goes, but I remember it was really good, and I remember liking it. And I couldn't find it anywhere because obviously Song of the South isn't something that Disney, like, you know, releases or shows anywhere. And it's like I had to wait until like we went to Disneyland again to hear it again because I couldn't even remember exactly what it was. Because this was in the days before the internet, before you could just look stuff up.
Yeah, something anyways. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That does kind of unearth a memory for me, because I
Oh, yeah?
swear I've seen Song of the South, but I don't know where. I know it was when I was really young, which would have been in, you know, the early to mid 80s. But well, I don't know if it was like on the Disney Channel. I don't know if they had hidden it by then. I don't know.
Fairly certain they
Like,
would have hidden
I-
it by then.
I noticed that like they used clips of it every now and then on like promotional stuff back then. But
That might be it. Like I don't know if it was released on VHS ever. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Oh. That's another weird thing. It's like now it's too close, and that was kind of too far, and whatever. got just enough to finish the job. Yeah, I saw it fairly recently, like within the last couple of years. Like, for some reason I was just thinking about it. It's like, oh, I should look it up on, like, Kim Cartoon or whatever. I don't think I actually, like, watched it all the way through, though. I just kind of skipped to the cartoon bits, like everyone did. You ever seen the ads for it? Like, oh, it's coming out of the vault, and no, it's a fun family film of the decade or whatever. But it's only, like, they only ever show the cartoon bits, which are, like, what, 10 minutes of the whole film? They don't focus on the slavery parts. They're like, oh, look at the fun cartoon rabbit, and oh, the fox and the bear are gonna get him. Look out! And I'm sounding like Cooper here for some reason, but yeah, but they never show the live action parts for some reason.
For some reason.
For some reason. Oh boy, I fucked up. I fucked up bad.
How bad?
Well, I didn't make room for the actual prisms, which I needed. Which means, okay, I got exactly enough sorters. I need 2 more. I have 1 more than I need. That's a long travel. Actually, it's just fast enough. That's exactly as long as it takes to build one, so that's fine. Now we got our plasma exciters for oil refineries. Hey. And we're just about at the 3-hour mark, but before we go, I wanted to actually show off the what you can actually accomplish later on in the game. So I'm going to save this real quick. Weep. I forgot I named it that.
That's just funny.
Load game. Weep. It's the sound the Zora King makes.
Weep, weep,
Weep.
weep,
Weep.
weep. Is this true?
Okay, so apparently the power consumption has changed, but yeah, this is my main planet. All those towers are logistics points. All the little ships going between them are doing things. You can see the big ones like landing on the interplanetary tower. You can see those blue little beams going off. That's building a Dyson swarm over on the sun.
Wow.
I've just started building the actual superstructure of the thing. I got a couple little swarms here going in little opposing units. And then the ring around here. I need to research the technology needed to actually make the sphere. Right now I only have the ring. You can see the ship's kind of moving between planets here. And if I zoom way out, you can see... okay, it's hard to make out, but these little tiny dots are ships moving in between Arcab Prior and 51 Volantis. And, oh, yeah, there's one going off to Curb. I didn't name it, that's just what it's called.
You can't escape.
Yeah, and over on the gas giant, if, I don't know if I can see it or not, but, yeah, you can't see it in map view, but they got, I got a ring of, refineries around the equator that's, drawing out hydrogen for me. So yeah, once you really get going in this game, I mean, it gets crazy. And it's like, I've I've only just now started building the Dyson sphere, and this planet is only like I haven't even touched the other side here. So yeah, this is like 51 hours of work right here. So I'm probably not going to get even close to that on the stream game, but
it's still
it's a fun game. It's really great. It's fairly cheap too. I think it's like what $16-17. I picked it up for 15 when it just came out because it was on a new release discount. But yeah, it's surprisingly cheap for what it is, and it's an excellent game. Yeah, give it a shot. Dyson Sphere Program. Say the name so people know. Yeah, with that, I think that's gonna conclude our stream.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out here.
Yeah, let me get some music up here.
And I'll get a raid.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Get a raid going. Thanks to our supporters. We're scrolling across the top of the screen. Couldn't do it without you. You keep us going. Oh, I got the music muted. Here we go. Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
Oh yeah, you can watch our VODs at our YouTube channel at Team Retro Fox, and check us out for updates on Twitter at Team Retro Fox. And I guess we got a raid going.
Yeah, we're gonna drop in on Space Gene, who's gonna be playing Life in Vivo, and Friday they are doing a charity stream to support. I lost the name of the charity, but I'm sure he'll say it again on his channel.
Yeah, make sure you talk in for that.
Yeah, and we'll be back tomorrow with something. Keep an eye on Twitter.
Yeah, take care, everybody.
Ciao for now.